KSLA presents Your Hometown Show, featuring outstanding businesses and services in your community.
Good morning and welcome to Your Hometown Show. I'm Kelly Johnson. A new school has opened in Shreveport, inviting students with creativity and technology skills to learn more about those talents and to use them in their future careers. Joining me today is John Morales, and he is with the Digital Media Institute at Intertech. And John, we've been talking before the show started. This is exciting. What type of school is this?
It's actually a technical school. We have an intensive one-year model program that students can go through and get trained in technology and creativity related to digital media. So animation, visual effects, interactive content for video games is really where we're focused.
Okay, and so where did the idea come from?
Actually, I worked for a local university for a period of time, and we had developed a four-year program there, and while we were working on that program, it became apparent that we needed to have a workforce-oriented product that could get people through much more quickly, train them to a higher standard because there was no need to do additional content in the degree area, and to have a better ability to pivot and work with the local companies and develop workforce here in Louisiana.
So for students enrolling, you just started your first session, you're about to begin the second session. How does that the program work? How long does it take?
Sure. It takes 1 year, 12 months. Students go to school about 5 hours a day, either in the day or the evening part of the program. And we have 2 terms, so we have a first term, second term. The first term is actually 3D graphics, and second term is advanced 2D graphics. Both terms feature a capstone project that they do as a team. It helps them get ready for working in the professional area. They can join the program actually every 3 months. We have an entry point, so they can join day or night at the beginning or the midpoint throughout the year. We have a class starting on December 29th, actually.
Okay, so the class starting December 29th, those people just enroll and start in the program, and then they cycle out the next December.
A year later, yes.
Okay. Do they have to have, is there any prerequisite as far as their talents or abilities, as far as the student enrolling? Is there a selection admission process?
There is actually a process we put them through that we call the vetting process, and it's a half-day long course, and they're assessed on a bunch of different skills. And actually, the cool thing about the course is that it's somewhat self-selecting. So if you complete the 4-hour course, you kind of understand whether this is for you or not, whether you have really the skill set and the talent or the interest to really take this up. Those scores go out to our industry panel. We have a blind industry panel of folks working in the industry who score these folks, and then we get the scores back, and if they've passed the panel, we bring them in for an in-person interview, and then we have a few more steps in the process where they will apply for aid and complete the applications, and we get some references and things like that. But the process is relatively straightforward, and it is also pretty important that people understand we are selective about who comes into the program, and that really does have an impact on people's success.
Well, and you mentioned there are scholarship opportunities as well.
Yes, as a matter of fact, because we've had some fantastic support from the Caddo Parish Commission, who has actually allocated almost $1 million over the course of the 2 parts of the program. But the pilot year we ran at the local university, and in this year's operations, we've got scholarships available for qualified Caddo Parish residents that can come in and apply.
So what sets DMI apart from other schools like this?
Well, what's interesting is there's actually 3 factors. There's cost. We're one of the least expensive private programs of this kind anywhere in the region. Quality. We've got an absolutely fantastic environment. We're in the Intertech 1 building with Moonbus Studios and Blade Studios and a few other technology companies, and we have fantastic classroom environment, server architecture. We've got a green screen, motion capture studio, and all the latest software tools and technologies, and a great faculty who've actually done this work in the real world. And speed, the fact that you can get this training, about 1,200 hours of training in only 1 year to get you ready to go forward with this so much more quickly than a 2-year or 4-year school can do it. It's very important in this high technology area that to be able to go through school quickly.
Well, and speaking about moving forward, so where do these graduates typically end up as a career?
Well, we actually see three kinds of folks coming to the program. We see folks who are traditionally oriented towards the workforce, so folks who want to go to work for companies that do films and video games and television content and web content. We see folks who are job enhancers, so they have work or jobs that they're already doing that they want to take these digital media skills into their workplace and help them do new things and help them advance. And then we see the entrepreneurial folks who want to actually come in and learn these skills for their own purposes, to start their own businesses and to actually grow digital media here in the area. So it's important to understand that we have an economic development mission, and that DMI is really supported by the Biomedical Research Foundation for that purpose. And the economic development component of this is really important because Louisiana last year was the #1 producer of feature films in the United States. Of all the states in the United States, Louisiana made more films last year than anybody else, than New York, California, and the others. So we have a lot going on here. Obviously, everyone's aware of the success of Moonbot Studios locally, and Millennium and Worldwide Effects that are here in town, as well as throughout Louisiana. There are a lot of studios and post-production opportunities that are in this sector, and we're hoping also to enhance the local market and to grow more companies here organically. And another reason that we're excited is we've developed this thing called the Flex Lab model that actually allows the alumni to come in after they've graduated, and if they have commercial projects, we can help them and support them to do commercial work in parallel with the activities of the DMI.
Exciting opportunities at the corner of Kings and Mansfield Road, the Digital Media Institute at Intertech. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks again.
All right, that's your Hometown Show for today. I'm Kelly Johnson. Have a great day.